Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 7 of the podcast. Happy New Year's. I'm Eric.
And I'm Garrett. This is the Pre-Work Fix. Hello, everybody. We're getting a little bit more pro here, maybe. I'm trying to get rid of that table noise, that table wobble, 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 by getting this thing mounted, as your video viewers might be able to see. I also have improved the lighting, hopefully, that it looks better. But thank you for joining us and getting on the cruise ship, going down the stream of this podcast journey. Now, as we're going down the stream, I would like to ask Eric, what's your favorite streaming service?
Streaming service? We're talking video, like movies, TV.
No, I'm talking
music.
boats. Like yachts.
I want
speedboat.
to make sure we weren't talking about like music. We're talking about...
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. What's your favorite, arguably maybe the best, video streaming service?
I'd go HBO. I think
Huge Game of Thrones guy. You got to have HBO, right?
I have to have HBO for Game of Thrones, of course. Also, some of the other original content they pushed out, big fan of, like Ballers.
Westworld.
Westworld. You're
too.
right. Westworld. For some reason, I almost forgot about Westworld. It's big fan of HBO.
Yeah, HBO is pretty good, but I don't know. I would say my favorite is still like the reigning king, Netflix.
Okay.
Netty Flicks. I mean, they have like so many Netflix originals. It's kind of almost too many for a little bit, but
They definitely go quantity over quality.
yeah, I think that's what they do. But the thing is that they have so many that there is a lot of quality content.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, I haven't watched like a lot of it, but I've definitely seen.
There's so much.
Yeah, I know. I find myself. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna switch to YouTube because if you think about it, I definitely spend way more time watching YouTube than I do Netflix. And if you count that as a streaming service, which I'm consuming video content on the internet,
I'll allow it.
I would say
The judge has spoken.
I would say YouTube's probably. I was looking at it today, and this is only halfway through my Christmas break, I would like to call it, because I'm taking a whole week off. But I was looking at it. I have 19 hours watched in the last 7 days of YouTube.
Oh my god.
I know.
Oh my god.
But I mean, if you think about it, though, you said you watched all of Game of Thrones really quick. Now imagine that's like what? They have 10 episodes per season? That's watching 2 seasons.
That's the last season, yeah.
That's watching 2 seasons in 7 days. Have you done that before?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
it could be a cohesive story, and I could get something of value, or I could watch a bunch of sporadic YouTube videos that are less than 10 minutes long and pretty much absorb nothing. But that's what I'm into.
That's fair. I don't know if we talked about that on the podcast. I watched all 7 seasons of Game of Thrones in like less than a month.
I think we mentioned that the first time you mentioned Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we might have, but if you weren't with us on that episode, or if you forgot, I watched the entire Game of Thrones series in, I think it was a little less than a month, or maybe just over a month. Right around that month time, though. Yep, that happened, but I love it, and that's why HBO comes in at my number one. But then they have Westworld. Westworld's so good.
It's true. It is good. I have watched most of the season 1 of that.
All right, season 1's definitely the best season of Westworld. Then they have, kind of comedies like Ballers. Ballers is good.
The Rock.
Yeah, big rock guy.
I can't believe he does a TV show on HBO, major production, and all those freaking movies. Like, he does so much stuff.
He does so much stuff.
Unbelievable.
Vice Principals. Have you ever seen Vice Principals?
No.
That's hilarious. I'm trying to think of some other original content. Also, like the movies that they put out, a lot of the movies that they put out were like kind of like the older classics where Netflix just kind of puts out like not great movies.
Yeah, they always put like the sequel or like the third.
Like here's the third one in the series.
It doesn't even have the actor from the first one. It's like those kinds of sequels.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What I like about YouTube is just the fact that it's all original creators. Well, no, I wouldn't say necessarily original creators, but I would say independent creators, so that's why I like it more. Just because you can get such a wide range of content from a wide range of people instead of only hearing the people who make hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
Accurate.
And that's part of the reason why I like it more than I like HBO.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Even though HBO's got amazing content. I mean, you can't beat it. The production value is amazing. But...
True that. Well, I'm glad you weren't too critical of HBO because being critical is kind of my thing.
All right, guy. Critical.
So we'll just slide right into critical candy here. So this week, I want to bring up something. You know, we live in a colder climate, right? For about like 7 months a year.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So last week when I was in Skinny Atlas, I saw 2 different guys wearing shorts. Meanwhile, so Skinny Atlas, for those people who don't know, it's on a lake. It's freezing. I had pants, I had like a winter coat, and I had a sweater on. I was freezing.
Yeah.
These guys just walk around like shorts. Like, there's no way you're not cold. But like, not only that, so you have the people walk around in shorts, and you have like people who are just in like a quarter zip sweater, and it's just like, what? Like, come on, you've got to be cold, right?
I know, and what I don't get about that is, even if like you're not really cold, you got to be at least a little cold. And who are you like showing off to? You know,
right?
Like, is it worth being cold?
Yeah. Although I will critique myself here for a hot sec. I was like walking out the door, and I, of course, was running a little bit late, like I always am. Of course, didn't have socks on, right? And I was like, I'm like running late. I don't have time to go find a pair of socks to put on. I threw on loafers like an idiot. So I will critique. Like I'm kind of putting myself in that. But, like, that was on, like, kind of accident-ish. Like, I didn't, like, plan.
It's, like, 18 degrees out in Skinny Alice, New York, and you're wearing loafers with no socks. Like, what kind of freak are you?
I don't know. My feet were freezing.
Do you really have so few socks that you couldn't have just been like, let me go in my sock drawer?
I do, but, like...
How hard is that?
I was running late.
It takes less than 30 seconds to put socks on.
I know. Oh, well. But, like... So, we'll disregard myself being an idiot, but, like, when people, they go and they just don't wear, like, proper clothing, or, like, fine if you're an adult, like, I don't know who you're trying to press, but, like, there's nothing that kind of frustrates me more than, like, people who are dressed up, you know, they'll have, like, the sweater, the jacket on, they'll have the boots, everything, and they bring their, like, baby out, and the baby's just, like, in, like, a long-sleeve shirt.
Oh, I know. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like no hat, no socks or anything, and there's like in the stroller with like a long sleeve shirt on, maybe like a sweater. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Yeah. Come on, like your kid's probably freezing.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't ever really make sense.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Just like be comfortable, you know. Like I don't know, like this isn't like high school. You know, you like impress people like by how tough you are because you're wearing shorts. And
I know it's like, why choose to be like cold? You know, it just doesn't make sense. You know, speaking of Skinny Alice, there's a bar there, the Lake House.
Yeah.
And I like to go there a lot for like their roast beef sandwich. It's so spicy, like burns the nostrils.
Oh, a little horseradish on there.
Spicy. They like don't even put it on the sandwich. They don't trust you that you'll be able to handle it.
Oh my god.
So the best way to wash one of those down is with a brew.
With a brew?
With the bros.
With a bro, of course.
So. Rick with an E, start us off. What beer you got?
This week we've got a Southern Tier 2-time smash, not just a 1-time smash. We're talking double the dosage.
Is it a monster smash?
The monster
bash. Sorry.
So it's a 2-time smash, double IPA, brewed only with Mosaic hops and special pale malt. So let's
Oh, yeah.
Oh, smells like a garden. I can smell the garden just opening this pop.
We both got cans today. But that's all right.
That's fine.
Can doesn't necessarily mean bad.
No. Oh, it's pretty poor. All right, so let's...
What's it taste like? What's the taste? Like, is it a good taste?
Oh, that's good.
What's 1 to 10 on the garden scale?
1 to 10 on the IPA garden scale? That's good, man. That's real good. 8.5.
Ooh, wow, Nice.
I want to leave room for like something that might be a little bit better. That's like
No,
I'm a little afraid to rate it like over a 9.
I know.
So
I know. That's
I'm
why
going 8.5.
with that hoppy bastard, I was like 9 might be a little too high, but
but this is pretty
good.
and you could definitely tell it's a double.
Yeah.
That kind of kicked you right in the face in the first
little sips there.
Sipski.
Where would you drink that?
Where did I drink this at? Out with the bros.
Oh, the bros.
Not only on a podcast, Brews with the Bros, but also with the bros out.
Yeah, like I
Or
would get that on tap for sure.
Yeah, for sure on tap. Probably out to dinner. Maybe only just one with dinner because like this is definitely pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Don't want to like not be able to eat your food. Maybe kicking it with like a New Year's Eve party maybe.
Oh.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
All right, Rick.
That's good.
I got.
Oh, but hold on. You need to ask what my personal scale is.
Okay, well, 1 to 10 on your personal scale, huh?
8.5.
All right, Rick. I got myself a Collective Arts Art Brewing Company beer.
That's a cool can. Show the people a can.
So
make sure they're seeing this.
So what they do here at that company, this is what this is playing a little game of telephone because this is what my sister told me. I didn't talk to the brewer myself, but
some of that splash hit me in the face. That was delicious.
And they take local artists, or actually not local, just professional artists, I guess. Sure, and you can submit it globally, and they choose like what they want to put on the can that week. Or not week, but probably per brew, per batch.
Yeah.
And so they have like unique designs on every single batch, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's a sweet looking can. That looks like a guy who's like ready to just ramp up a barbecue. He's got his shades, his mullet, his handlebar mustache. So
yeah,
I know what he might rate this beer because he's diesel only.
What
would you rate the beer?
Well, Ransacking the Universe, the name of the beer, I would rate a 7.
Okay.
7.5 on the hop scale.
Okay.
On the hoppy little IPA scale.
Sure.
And personal taste, I'd probably keep it at an 8.
Okay. Sure.
Because I really like it, but no, I'll knock it back down to 7.
Okay.
Because it's good, but I prefer it to be a little bit hoppier.
So it tastes good, but what's it taste like?
It's hoppy, but it's not too hoppy.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's like floral.
Floral. You're as big just.
I have
garden.
no idea. I'm not. I shouldn't be a professional beer taster.
That's why
are we
we're
professional?
On mediocre podcast. Our 15 listeners really like to hear what we say about beer.
Yeah.
Every week, Garrett just says it tastes like a garden.
What the hell?
That's the only thing he ever says is garden taste.
None of them actually do. I just say it just for fun. But
mine definitely has a little kick to it.
Nice. Yeah, the double X IPA.
Double.
The Southern Tier double X is always good.
Yeah.
I haven't had the double X Smash, but I've had the double X normal, just IPA. But
all right, cool. So where would you drink this bad boy?
I would probably drink it on tap, at any bar. I wonder if it's better on tap, if it even comes on tap. I don't know if it does. Probably only can, but I don't know. It's good beer for sure. Yeah. I would have it at barbecues. Ooh. It's good. I feel like it's a little bit summier.
This guy looks like he's ready for a barbecue.
He kind of looks like a potato.
He looks like a potato that's just ready just to smash beers, barbecue some meat, and just shoot some shotguns or something.
Yeah,
That's what this guy looks like.
I mean, he's so furry. He's almost as furry as a dog. And you know what I love?
Dogs! We're back. We're back. We've been missing 1 week of the transitioning Garrett Loves a Dog. We are back transitioning Garrett Loves with Dogs. Let's go. What do you love this week, baby? Let's hear it.
I love smelling salts.
What?
Y'all ever heard of smelling salts? You might think, oh, it's that stuff that they stick on the nose when the football player gets knocked out. Well, they actually don't do that anymore. But that's beside the point. They don't, because it actually changes the mental state. So it's they can't actually diagnose if you have a concussion or not. Because it puts you in a hyper attentive state, which could construe the results of a concussion exam.
Nothing wrong with a little CTE, right?
Yeah, whatever that's called. So anyways, I got myself some smelling salts right here by one of my favorite YouTubers.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm crying a little bit now.
Oh, why is it making us cough? Jesus.
So anyways, for those of you who don't know, I don't just smell this just for fun. I bring this to the gym with me.
Yeah, we're not just psychopaths doing this while we podcast.
I did just for the effect, but feeling a little amped up now.
I'm ready to go.
So I guess what it does is, and I'm not sure how exact the science is, but basically when you smell it, it shoots adrenaline through your body because it puts you in a fight or flight state.
I hear that.
And so I do this before my big lifts. Not before every lift, but like if I'm doing like my fourth or fifth set of deadlifting, squat, or benching, I always smell that. Or if I'm like at the end of a workout and I'm feeling low energy, then I pop that and it pumps me up for another few sets. Because by the end, you run out of the energy. So. Yeah.
That's an interesting little bottle. I've never seen it in a bottle before.
Yeah.
I'm used to like the little sticks that you crack.
Yeah, the sticks are cool, but they're like, this is easier to carry around.
No, I agree.
You don't have to worry about trash either.
Yeah, and then you don't just have, and like they feel weird. They have like kind of a liquidy feel.
Oh yeah, because it's like all like liquidy and like
kind of gross,
salty. There's like a liquid. I think it's like ammonia over like salt. Yeah. I have no idea if that's actually what it is.
Yeah,
but
I have no idea. But
I know it's ammonia.
It's great.
That's all I know.
It really gets you going. I'm ready to lift. I might go to the gym right now. Just kidding. I haven't been to the gym in months.
Nah, yeah, dude. If you went to the gym, you just waste a bunch of freaking time at the gym. You would just walk around and not know what to do because you don't lift.
See, I like the transition, but that's not wrong. When I go to the gym, I do kind of just walk around.
I know you would.
I just kind of walk around. I'm like, you know what? We'll just do a set of pull-ups real quick, and all right, I'm good to go. I'm just gonna walk around. And,
yeah, well, you tell me that like when you go to the gym, you get all bored, and I'm like,
I hate the gym.
The only way you can get bored is if you walk around and not lift. Like go for the gym for like 45 minutes and just crush it, whole time. Or if I have anything longer than 60 seconds in between my set. I'm out of the mood.
I did some pull-ups today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That looks like probably was a waste of time because you don't really have much of a pump right now.
Dude, biceps are huge. So I'm just going to keep the bicep up while I talk for a little bit. So wasted time this week. It was Christmas this week. You know?
You're such a loser.
It was Christmas this week.
Are you sunburnt? Or are you just like...
no, what?
You're just a little red there.
Yeah, because all the blood just flowing through my body. So I got such a great pump today. So wasted time this week. It was Christmas this week. So, did the whole Christmas thing with the Fam Bam. And, that's over now. However, this weekend, going to Niagara Falls.
Word.
Yep.
Dude, that place is awesome. Like, a little cold, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a little cold for that.
Especially because it's... Are you going to go to the Canada side, or...?
I don't know. We'll see how many people are trying to get into old Canada. We'll gauge.
I've heard it's better on that side.
I'm going by myself. No, just kidding. Going there with the GF. We're also going to hit some wineries in like the Rochester, Buffalo-ish area.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Wineries in Niagara Falls.
That's awesome,
dude. It's a good week. So that's what I'm wasting my time on this week. What do you do, mate guy? What are you wasting your time on?
Well, while you're going away for the weekend with your GF, I set up a Raspberry Pi. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a $35 computer, right? It's the size of a credit card.
I was super excited. I thought you actually made a Raspberry Pi and I wanted some. Okay, continue.
And very, very quick description. So $35 computer, size of a credit card. So I bought one of them, another one, because I already had one, and I bought this Lego set. That was like a case for it. That was an NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. So I put the Raspberry Pi inside of that, and I loaded some software onto the Raspberry Pi called RetroPie. And RetroPie, you essentially just upload games into it, like retro games. That's why it's called RetroPie. And you can load games on there, and you can play like NES games, SNES games, Game Boy Advance games, and things like that. Now, I know, super nerdy, right? I'm playing some 8-bit gaming. Like, I'm playing Super Mario Bros. 3 for like 4 hours today. I actually spent 40 minutes watching the Tetris World Finals. That's beside the point.
Put that block there.
Dude, it's actually crazy.
It's probably super intense. They're probably going so fast.
Dude, it's nuts. It was an underdog story this year. Anyways, so, with my wasted time, I've just been crushing retro gaming. I don't know why I've been into it, but I grabbed my old N64 too. Got that set up under the TV. Like, I got, like, that new TV stand is just
Yeah.
littered with gaming systems
Yeah,
now.
new TV stand that he copied off my TV stand that I bought.
Yeah, well, you copy... You didn't buy it. Matt bought it.
That's true. Thanks, Matt.
And he bought the TV. But...
True. Thanks,
But,
Matt.
I mean, yeah. And you copied me on my living room first.
This is true. So I copied your living room setup, and then you copied.
And you had a
TV
slightly
setup.
better one because you had a better TV stand, so I bought a better TV stand.
So now it's just the exact. You just walk into our apartments. It's like, wow, feels like I've been here before.
Yeah,
because you have.
The only difference is I have a love seat and you have a three-person couch on the side.
True.
But both look absolutely ridiculous. Mine's bright red and yours is covered in flowers. Looks like it should be in Grandma's house, but that's okay.
It wasn't Grandma's house. You watch your mouth. She's a sweet lady.
She's a sweet lady, sweet lady. Jeez, Rick, you don't have to get so mad, dude. Stop. Put away those little guns, dude.
Pew pew pew.
I couldn't even call the police on that. That's how small your guns are.
Okay.
But what have you seen in the media that's been a little bit maddening to you?
So Wednesday night, I had a couple friends over, right? And one of the friends said, "Hey, can you put on the Cal TCU cheeze-it bowl?" I love the name of some of these bowls.
Cheez-it bowl?
Yeah, I love the name of some of these bowls. It was the cheeze-it bowl this year. Okay. You know, he had a couple dollars on the game, right?
Couple dollars.
So we watched the entire game. He had Cal -1, so we had to watch the entire thing because it was such an awful game, right? There was 9 interceptions thrown. Okay.
On one team or both?
Both teams combined. The TCU quarterback had never started a game before. He was just god awful. He was so bad at football. It was unbelievable.
Was the first string injured or something?
There was 3 quarterbacks ahead of him that got injured. Right.
Oh God!
This is like a 5th year. This dude's just never has played a game.
He's been
before.
redshirting every
He's been
single year.
redshirting every year. He comes to practice just hammered. He's like a 5th year at TCU.
Yeah.
He loves it. And then he gets thrown in like a bowl game, right? So at the end of the game, 7-7, right? TCU has the ball on I think it was the 35. So old Gary Patterson, the TCU coach, sends out the kicker, who also doubles as the punter. I'm not sure what goes on at TCU, but I think the entire team is hurt. And so this guy's 4 of 8 kicking this year. Sends him out. His name's Bunchy. And Cal has 1 timeout left. Cal calls a timeout to ice the kicker. So what does old Gary Patterson do? He sends out the other kicker and says, "Johnny Strong, you get out there and you go kick the field goal." And as the other kicker's running out on the field to go kick the field goal, he's just ripping into the kicker who was originally out there, right? So the other kicker walks off the sideline. You know, he's disappointed he doesn't get to kick a game winner. He rips off his helmet. He's pissed. All of a sudden, Coach Patterson just turns around, tells him to get back into the game. Tells him to get back into the game. The kid's rattled, trying to find his helmet.
Yeah.
The 5'6" little Asian kid walks off the field. Now he's all disappointed. He doesn't get to kick the game winner.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he lines up for the field goal. Absolute shank. He just misses by a mile. What do you expect? He just got reamed at, came on and off the field. Yeah. Misses. They go to OT. TCU gets the ball. Sure enough, who do they send out? Johnny Strong. They did question it. Gary Patterson's looking at both the kickers and just points to one of them. Just goes, I guess you're going to kick this one because the other guy missed the other field goal. It was hilarious. It was badness. Oh my God, that's probably one of the funniest things. Not only was there 9 interceptions, just that whole kicker dilemma, and it was called the Cheez-it Bowl. And after TCU wins on that field goal, everyone's just walking around with boxes of Cheez-Its. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Dude, I should watch sports more. It seemed like it was a pretty epic game there.
It was hilarious.
My media madness is kind of themed on what's happening in about one day from you listeners, if you listen on Sundays.
New Year's Eve!
Whoop, whoop. And, everything on New Year's Eve, right? Everybody starts posting, New Year, new me, and New Year, new blah, blah, blah. Maybe New Year, new abs, right? And so a lot of people, and I, as a person who's had a gym membership, or at least gone to a gym since 9th grade of high school, I call them resolutioners. So the people who go to the gym and then kind of disappear after a little bit. So I was reading some statistics on that because I was interested. Classic me, statistics, numbers, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So I was reading about it. And most resolutioners, according to this article, don't make it further than 5 months because they get bored or lazy or like you.
Pretty much surmises to me, although I don't even bother wasting the gym membership. I just don't go at all.
And this one other factoid, as some might call it,
okay,
on this article that I thought was the most interesting because it was such a low percentage. The state with the highest percentage of gym goers, like gym goers being people with memberships going, so not just general population and going. So this is gym members and gym goers, the goers of the members.
Sure.
Colorado. So that
makes sense.
That makes sense because it's kind of like a hippier, healthier place, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. That's fine. But the staggering statistic is that only 21% of members actually go regularly. So 20% of all gym members actually go regularly.
Well, that makes sense. It's just the inverse of that stat that you said.
Well, I know it's the inverse of the stat after 5 months, but like the most health conscious, I guess, theoretically based off the statistic, state, and of people who are gym members, only 21% go.
Although, so that's saying that they go regularly, right? However, I feel like in Colorado, there's so much other things to do, like hiking and biking and all those
I guess that's
things.
true.
So like they might go to like the gym like maybe twice a week, but then those other days they're going to like biking,
outdoorsy stuff.
Like outdoorsy stuff.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. I just find that wild. But I mean, I guess that fits into the gym business model, right? Because you don't really want all of your members there every day because it would be way too crowded.
You want everyone just to sign up and then never show up, so you never have to replce the weights.
You don't have to clean as much and things like that.
People working there.
So, I mean, I guess that fits the business model. It still blows my mind. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely no, like, saint when it comes to going to the gym regularly.
Yeah.
But
you go pretty decent.
I go pretty decently. I take, like, little spouts where I'm, like, 2 weeks off, but and then I'm on for, like, a month and a half, and then I take 2 weeks off just because it gets busy, like a holiday. Like, Thanksgiving and Christmas really throwing me off. So, I don't know. That's my media madness. It's just how crazy resolutioners are. Blows my mind sometimes. But
cool.
I'm going to go right into our top 5 because I'm handling the top 5 segment for this week.
You sure are.
Keeping on topic with the debate, I would like to mention or like to say what is our top 5 Netflix originals. I would go with HBO, but they only have like 5.
Not true, but fair.
I mean, you listed off 4. And I mean, I'm sure you could list off more, but like you said, quality over quantity. And that's what are 5 quality Netflix originals? Okay. So I'll jump right into it. My number 5, and I am sure you've never heard of it. Okay, are you ready? Lilyhammer.
Yep, never heard of it.
So this was like back in the day, freshman year of college. I was just crushing Netflix every day.
Of course.
And I would literally search for Netflix originals because I was always intrigued by what they created. Because by that point, it was like they made a show a year or like 3 shows a year. Yeah. Not much. And this thing was like, I can't remember if it was Swedish or not because I haven't seen it in so long, but it wasn't even in English. But it was like this gangster from like America. It was like a gangster in like Greenland or something like that. It was super weird, but like I weirdly really enjoyed it. I remember just crushing it over Christmas break once, and it was good. I liked it. Now, there was like 3 seasons of it. Season 1, really good. Season 2, Season 3, don't watch. But Season 1, it was actually pretty good. I liked it. Number 4, Marco Polo.
Oh,
now,
I haven't watched that.
It was good. I watched Season 1. I don't know about Season 2. But see, the thing is like, I used to just go to the search and search Netflix originals, and I'd always watch them, and then I would never go back because they only release a season at a time, you know? So, for the most part, I never really go back. Number 3, I'm going to go with the continuation, the last season, because they added on a season, of Star Wars The Clone Wars. The animated show that was like,
Yeah.
It was really good. Like, I remember I was, like, obsessed with Star Wars. Again, this is all... Most of this was watched freshman year because I was crushing Netflix, right? Okay. And so this was, like, a great show. And you go through and it gives a lot of backstory to, like, a lot of what the events in episode 2 and 3 of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. And in the show, they had a new season that kind of very well done way of like transitioning everything to the new one. It really showed how it connected better because that way it ended was kind of like, oh, we're out of budget, so we're done. Versus this one didn't have like any of the main characters, but it was very good on explaining the story.
Yep.
So that was really good. I felt like Netflix, that was like the best continuation season they've ever done. Because they've done like a bunch of them, but I think that one was my favorite. Number 2, probably on your list, Stranger Things.
Yep. Because
Stranger Things is just so good. You can't get away from it. What's her name? Millie Bobby Brown or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
She's really good.
She's awesome.
And then the boys, all of them are really like pretty good for kid actors. For kid actors, they act really well.
That's what I find so interesting is like they're kids, right?
She's like 14, I think.
These kids are like, I don't know, like 10 to 14 years old, and they're just so good at acting.
I know, and they're making tons of money too.
Good for them.
But like, it amazes me because like most of the time you think of like all our childhood actors, it's like our Christmas movie childhood actors that are like, they're okay, they're not bad, but they're not like, you wouldn't compare them to like an adult actor. Right. But like these people, some of them, I would say you can, and so that's what's really cool about Stranger Things. I like that. Honorable mention, because I forgot about it until just now, Altered Carbon. That was amazing.
I thought that was going to be number 1.
That would probably kick off Lilyhammer for sure. That would be number 2, and that would shift the whole list, but I totally just remembered it. Right. Altered Carbon, one of my favorite shows. Hands down, one of my favorite shows. But my number 1, it has to be, maybe not this last season because of all the controversies, but House of Cards. Kevin Spacey's character, despite what he has potentially done or allegedly done in the past and may allegedly do in the future, who knows? I'm not gonna base it off his Me Too movement accusations and things like that.
Yep.
Strictly based off the actor and the show. Oh, so good. It's so awesome just like rooting for the anti-hero. And that's what I like most about it.
Yeah, never seen that one either. I don't know. I like action-y shows.
Literally in the first 5 minutes, he like strangles a dog. And was like, this is like, you don't want to, well, not in a bad way. He was like, it got hit and run, got hit by like a car. Yeah. And then he's like, sometimes you just got to do the right thing. And it's like ominous and like kind of creepy, but like you weirdly.
He like chokes out the dog?
Well, because like it was going to die and it was in pain. So he's like, sometimes you just got to do what you have to do.
Oh my God.
And it chokes out a dog. And the whole entire time he has eye contact with the camera.
Oh my God.
And he has like a monologue. And it's, I don't know.
That's horrifying.
For some reason, I just find it so epic. I just love it. But I wasted a lot of your time talking about my top 5. You go with yours.
So, I would also like to start. I'm going to start with an honorable mention. Disenchantment, new show that was put out by the writers of, I think, The Simpsons and Futurama. Got kind of a bad rep. I thought it was hilarious. That's as far as I'll go with it. Number 5, Daredevil.
Oh.
As we all know, I'm pretty big
Marvel guy.
Yeah, huge Marvel guy, huge superhero guy. Like Daredevil a lot. I think he's a cool character. The fact that he's blind and can still. I'm not going to get too much into it, but
yeah,
I think the character's really cool. They did a really good job with it. All the seasons of that were great. Number 4, there's only been one season of this, but The Punisher. Again, Marvel, same. The Punisher's so badass. Just like. He's got all these guns, and he just doesn't, because he literally.
It seems a little too cheesy for me.
What? He literally has nothing to lose because his family was all killed, so he's just out there just killing every single criminal.
I know, he's but like there's that one scene with like he has a Jack Daniels bottle, and he just like kills an entire like group of people. At least I think it's that show, and he just maybe it was in the movie.
I think you're talking about the
movie. Maybe
the movie wasn't great.
Oh, okay. Maybe I haven't seen the show. I've barely seen the movie because it was so cheesy. I had to turn it off.
The movie was pretty cheesy and not that great.
The
show they did a phenomenal job.
Okay.
The actor was the the guy from Walking Dead, Shane. He was Shane from Walking Dead.
Oh, I've seen that.
And it was, yeah.
That was sarcasm.
Okay. Number 3, Stranger Things. Not gonna dive too much into it because we already kind of talked about this, but I think the story's cool, like the background of like this like underworld that whatever, and then there's also like just stuff going on with like the kids like in everyday life.
Yeah, and I love the like the fact that they're like super nerdy kids, so I can like relate to them.
Yeah, that's cool. Number 2, Ozarks. You ever seen Ozarks?
No.
Oh my god! So it's about this guy. He's like a financial advisor, accountant type guy, and essentially he money launders for the cartel. Oh. And then the cartel finds out that his partner was like skimming money off the top, so they kill him, and he like moves to the Ozarks to like try and get like better business. And he's just dealing with problems with the cartel. He's dealing with people like in the state. Like it's awesome, and he's just like it's one of those shows. Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Where the main character is just so smart. So like how he figures out how to deal with problems is crazy. Like how he thinks of things. It's kind of like the same show as Breaking Bad a little bit. But like same but different.
Nice.
Did you ever see that movie?
I forget where that's from, but
it's from the one with Kim Jong-un.
Like yeah. That's what it was.
What the hell?
Was that with what's his face? The kid.
I'm so bad with actors.
Wow, the guy who posted like a dick pic on Twitter.
Seth Rogen. Is that?
Oh,
it was with Seth Rogen
and the other guy, that one guy who's in Planet of the Apes and.
Yes.
I can't remember his name right now.
I don't remember his name.
We were
but
ridiculous.
Hilarious. Same thing but different. Just the way he solves problems is crazy. He's crazy smart. And speaking of drug dealers. Getting into number 1, Narcos. Huge Narcos fan. Just like the story behind Pablo Escobar and how he like built this empire. Yeah. You know, obviously I'm not condoning like massive mass murder and drug dealing, but
it's
just
an interesting
like that story's
story,
cool.
right?
And like how the FBI or not the FBI, the DEA like went about like catching him. And now I haven't started season 3, which is in Mexico. So they're done with Pablo Escobar because they killed him in the last season. Now they're on to like the Mexican cartel.
Spoiler alert! Jeez.
Yep. Sorry, everybody. If you didn't know Pablo Escobar got killed, he gets killed.
Well, yeah, but like, do you know that's gonna happen in the show? I don't know. It's probably leading up to it, but still.
And that rounds out my top 5, and that about rounds out this podcast.
Wraps it right up, rounds it out, and wraps it into a little present.
Ooh, I was gonna say burrito. I could really go for Chipotle.
Oh, screw Chipotle. You know I'm a Moe's boy.
Yeah, you are.
Well, Happy New Year, you guys. Hopefully you guys had this previous week off and you watched more YouTube or Netflix over HBO, because screw HBO. Right?
No,
Rick?
But you know what? I'll keep my tongue.
I hope you guys wasted your time playing some retro games this year. I mean, I know it's 2019, but why not play some games from 1999 or 1989?
You know, you guys are adults. Maybe go to a winery.
Or you could do that.
Maybe get out of the house a little bit.
But all in all, I hope you guys had a good New Year. I hope you guys have a good work week this week. This has been the Pre-Work Fix.
Keep it rad, my dudes.
Peace out.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. Catch you later. Want to do some more songs?
Hell yeah.